Alrighty, so for the purpose of this video, we're just going to go over the 8.1 practice that we did on Tuesday. So we mainly talked about geometric mean and then in relation to the geometric mean theorems in right angles. So for question number 1, we needed to find the geometric mean between 7 and 9. Okay, so remember the geometric mean is the square root of the product of your numbers. Okay, so 9 is a perfect square, right? So we're going to take that 9 out. Okay, square root of 9 is 3, and then we're left with 7. Okay, 3 square root of 7. If you need to break it apart, you'll see that you'll have 7 times 9 is 3 times 3. Again, anytime you have a pair of numbers, all right, that means you have a perfect square. So that pair has to come out of our radical, which again leaves you with 3 square root of 7. So in the answer, it should have been 3 and 7 in your boxes. Okay. For number 2, find the geometric mean between these two. So the square root of 3 times 17. So 3 is actually a prime number, so the only factors are 1 and 3. The same with 17. This is prime. Since both of these are prime, there are no factors that we can pull out and definitely no perfect squares to pull out other than 1, but 1 won't do anything for us. So in this case, we just multiply, all right, and our answer would be square root of 51. In our box, you should have put 51. Okay. For question number 3, we have the geometric mean of 4 and 36. So we have 4 times 36, okay? Again, we're looking for perfect squares, factoring out if we need. 4 is a perfect square, so the square root of 4 is 2, and 36 is a perfect square, okay? The square root of 36 is 6. So both of these would technically come out of our radical, right? And our answer would be 12. If we were to multiply these together, you would have the square root of 144, which is a perfect square, okay, because the square root of 144 is 12, okay? And for a third option, if you needed to break everything down, we have the square root of 4, which is 2 times 2, the square root of 36, which could be 6 times 6. All right, so we have a pair of 2's that would come out. We have a pair of 6's that would come out. Since both of these come out, again, we have 2 times 6, which is 12. Okay. Question 4, find the values of x, y, and z. So x here is my altitude. Okay, since x is my altitude, I know it is the square root of the 2 parts of my hypotenuse. So part times part. So we're going to have the square root of 4 times 10. Okay. So 4 is a perfect square. So we'll have 2 square root of 10, which is 2 times 5. There are no pairs here, so 2 square root of 10. Okay, so when we put in the answer for x, 2 square root of 10. Okay. The next one we could say would be y. So y is a leg. That is the part and the whole. Sorry about that. The whole. Okay. So here the part is the leg or the hypotenuse segment that is adjacent to y. So 4 times the whole, which is the entire hypotenuse, 14. Okay. So here we need to break these down, look for those perfect squares. I know I'm doing this a bunch of different ways, but people visualize them differently, so hopefully you'll see the way that works for you, and you can reuse that method through each. Okay, so 4 is 2 times 2, right, which means it's a perfect square. So I have a pair of 2's that have to come out, because again, square root of 4 is 2. And then since that comes out of our radical, the only thing we're left with is 2 times 7. Both of these numbers are prime. There are no pairs, so we are left with 2 square root of 14. Okay. And then z, our last one, is going to be, again, another leg. Right, so we have z equals the part 10 times our whole 14. Break down what you can, so square root of 2 times 5, square root of 2 times 7. All right, so here we actually have a pair of 2's. So since we have a pair of 2's, those come out, and we're left with 5 times 7, which is 35. Okay, so in the key, if it marked it incorrectly, I do apologize, but if you are putting in 2 square root of 35 for z, you were in fact correct. Okay, almost done, 2 more. So find x, y, and z again. All right, I like to just start with my altitude and get that out of the way. So we're going to do z first. So z is my altitude. So square root of part times part, so 1 times 8. Z is square root of 8. Okay. This can be broken down into the square root of 2 times 4. Here we have a perfect square 4. So this comes out of our radical. We get 2 square root of 2. Okay. And then we'll do x, one of our legs. So x would be part of our hypotenuse. So 1 times our whole 9. Okay. So 1, we can't do anything with that. 9 is a perfect square if you have a hard time visualizing it. 3 times 3. Okay, we have a pair of 3's, perfect square, 3 square root of 1. Okay, or just 3. X equals 3, because the square root of 1 is 1. Okay, so if we were to multiply this out, square root of 9 is 3. Okay, and then with y, we have our y here, the square root of our part 8 times our whole 9. Okay, so here I'm going to break this down. So 8 is 2 times 4. 9, remember we just did that, is a perfect square. So I'm going to say 9 becomes 3 because that's a perfect square. 4 turns into 2 outside of my radical because the square root of 4 is 2. And then we are left with the square root of 2 on the inside. So y equals 3 times 2, which is 6, square root of 2. So anytime you have a number left underneath your radical, it will be a prime number. Or, well, not always. It will not always be a prime number, but it is very common to have a prime number left underneath. Okay, and then our last problem, choose the correct similarity statement for the following figure. So this one is just a process of elimination. So just pick one and start. So option A, we have RST, so we have a right angle up here. SRU, remember you want to have these right angles matched up, so S was a right angle, R is not, so I know A is not my answer. Then we're going to look at our next one. TSU, okay, so the right angle is going to be last, similar to RUS. Remember, U is our right angle for this smaller. So in this one, U should be last as well, which is not right. And then SUR, again, we just use the same triangle. So this does not work. Option B, we have RST, so right angle in the middle. SUT, right angle in the middle, and RUS. Okay, right angle is in the middle of all of those. And our last one, URS, so right angle first. RST, again, we don't have these right angles matched up. STU, the right angles are all in the wrong spot. So the only answer that would be possible for this last problem is